Hi, greetings and good evening. Welcome to Stock and Profits weekly analysis on the Indian stock market. This video is not about any sort of breakout or anything that is going there technically. So we just wanted to analyze how the sectors are performing. I know we are just past the full moon day, which had happened very previously in the last week. So we have made a full analysis on how lunars impact, how the impact of lunar will be there on not only Indian market but on any stock market, how that will be there. So like we said, if you had attended our last week's free webinar where we have been discussing a lot on the VCP techniques and other strategies that were shared by one of our members, so I highly recommend you just go ahead and watch over for a good swing strategy method for you to learn. And I know we had marked this level as a very slippery zone, and we told that from the levels of 19360 to the levels of 19310, if Nifty is not trying to have a good compromising close below this, we are not going to see some sort of a pullback towards the market. So you might have heard the news of people being selling the stakes from their accounts, people like Michael Burry and people like Warren Buffett. They have been selling their stocks, they have been doing out the investments. You would have heard from people that they have been doing that. But as you can see, Nifty on a higher time frame, if you just check out what is happening on a global level, we are still sitting strong on a higher high and a higher low structure. So whatever happened here from the previous swing highs, we had a very decent pullback that came into Nifty, and yes, we were evidently saying that liquidity is the key to the markets here, and we were just waiting for the liquidity grab to go over, and we were just waiting for that. And once this level was crossed, this was crossed with a good closing on a weekly good closing on the levels of 19189. So coming back to the point, yes, weekly we are still staying on the downtrend formula. So how do I say the downtrend formula? Recently we have shared a few good swing scanners on the website. So if you haven't had that, so if you go to stocksandprofits.com, and under our website you will be finding few screen charting scanners. As you can see, under the free scanners we did share about the elephant FNO, the swing bulls, and the 75-minute price action strategy. So whatever I'm going to share now is based on this 75-minute price action, the core logic that is going to be there. So as you can see in this candle, just focusing on this step, let me take the arrow. So this is somewhere that the lows are getting lower and the highs are getting lower and the close are getting lower and the opens are getting lower. This basically indicates that there is a weakness into the bulls have stepped in, is what I would say. And when you are seeing weakness in the bulls, there will be buying being paused for a momentary time. And as per the order block recognition, let me turn back to my cross. As per the order block, if you can see, so these are good order blocks. This is the first level that we can expect for a Nifty to pause around on this level from 18,888 to 18,647. This is on the weekly time frame, and also this is similar to the previous swing structure high. As you can see, this was the last previous high and Nifty had comfortably broke that, and obviously evidently on any breakouts this should step in and this should be the safe zone here. So yes, this is a very good elephant candle and very good Bahubali candle. So like I said, wicks on the top will always indicate by selling pressures being coming in, and that is what we have been seeing into the market. Plus you might take it into consideration or you might not. Lunar is also having a good effect onto the stock market, and we have that video on our YouTube. Please go ahead and check that. And RSI is on the weekly time frame, we are retracing back to 60. Now, two things can happen with RSI here with the previous things that had happened on the backtest. So either Nifty can take a dip at the 60, which where the price is going to come here, and we are going to see some sort of a consolidation into the market in the upcoming days if there is no pause in, if there is a great pause in momentum, and this could happen very well. And RSI touching 60, the price also touching the previous high support technically could happen. And on the daily time frame, we are seeing that the RSI is very close to near the 40 levels. The 4240 is where the bearish momentum is usually starts, and I've been revealing this all over. So this is where that the bearish momentum is going to start, and when it starts, Nifty is likewise, I said, it's still sitting on a very good slippery zone, And all these blue markings, if you could see, these are nothing but the gaps, the runaway gaps that Nifty had when it was trying to reach over the 20k number. So that is the analysis on Nifty. If I head over to the bank Nifty on the weekly time frame, yes, we are sitting tight strong on this level. Towards the last week, while we were back there on the webinar, I told that this is the last swing low and we are still comfortably waiting for this swing low to go ahead. And the Monday of 14th August was here, and evidently, like, the next of Wednesday, Tuesday was Independence Day, and we did not have much trading on that day. It was just only 4 trading days. Among 4, 3 were completely into consolidation, and yet it kissed our slippery levels. So in order for Bank Nifty to go more bearish, you could watch these levels of 43,450 or 43,430 and 43,646. These are very important key low numbers on the downside for Bank Nifty. So on a weekly level, if you could see, I would evidently say that Bank Nifty is still sitting strong on a pivot level. So if I could say, this was the previous swing high, and the swing high is broken, and now it has come for a retest. Now, if you closely watch what is happening at Bank Nifty, as you can see, the range of the candle is growing strong, and we are seeing pause of the momentum of the candles. We are seeing the very less body range. The highs and lows are very low compared to the previous weekly candles. And when it landing on the support, yes, we do have a spinning top pattern. And unless or until this low is breached, we are seeing some sort of an imbalances in the market towards this down space. And this is a very important space that Bank Nifty needs to be watched for the next few weeks at least. So that's the analysis on Bank Nifty. So coming to the IT sector, IT, if you could see, we are still sitting strong in a consolidation zone. So if I could extend this consolidation zone, so IT, we are sitting strong in a consolidation zone, and yes, we do have a gap into the IT sector on this space, as you can see. And unless or until IT is strongly breaking above this, we are not going to see some sort of a momentum coming into the IT sector. And yes, the RSI is giving a divergence, but price wise, we are seeing wicks. And this high of 31,644 on to the IT sector is highly important. So IT, it's completely sideways. And this will be the auto. We are seeing bearish, we are seeing the bull momentum being paused. And this is the next retracement if auto is going to retrace, and if auto is going to look at the profit booking segment, this is where auto could lean and land towards to. So auto segment, yes, we are looking at towards a bearish momentum. Now, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days of pausing activity into the auto sector. But if this low of 15,124 into the segment is being taken out, we are going to see a good retracement back into the auto sector. So structure wise, we are still into the uptrend, which is why this is a good remarkable pivot point for the auto sector on the daily time frame. Weekly time frame, there is no doubt we are still sitting strong on the higher structure, but this is where the pivot point for, if I could draw it on an approximate level, this could be a proper pivot for the auto, where it lies between 13,362. But yet this is a very important point where there are still orders being waited to be executed. And if you say what I'm saying about orders and imbalances, you could very well go over to our website, and under the webinars section, if you are a new subscriber to here our channel, go ahead to the webinar section, and under the past, we will be having something called as imbalance identification. And this is where you can understand more about the price action patterns that we are speaking here. And that is the auto sector for you. FMCG, as you can see, let me just switch on our one and only indicators here. Just give me a moment. Wow, indicator. Yep. Let me copy this, and we'll have here. Right. So FMCG still has a long way to go and pick up orders at here. Before that, this is also sitting in a very good slippery zone. Something similar to the lines of Nifty and Bank Nifty. FMCG is also sitting on a very good slippery zone. If it is slipping this last weekly low, we are going to see some sort of a bearish short-term bearish profit booking will step into the FMCG segment. And as you can see, the 200 moving average is way down here, and there is enough space that is there in the FMCG, and comfortably 46 yes, 46 438 is a good point for an FMCG to retest this levels. Reason being, as you can see, there has been too much buying coming into the lines, and only selling has started way initially at 51 334. There is buying at 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Approximately it's very close to a 3-month buying that has stepped in since March to June. March, April, May, June. 4 months of buying has been coming into the FMCG sector, and as you can know, all these buying will come evidently with the profit booking following up very soon. So that's FMCG. And pharma, we are going to see some sort of a pause in the segment, because we are seeing the initial retracements of the stock, and pharma is pausing from a bull momentum. Like how I told about FMCG, pharma was also on a continuous bull structure. So since this is May, FMCG was rallying from the March, but look at pharma from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 weeks, almost 2 months. 2 months of continuous buying in pharma, and only the last 2 weeks we are seeing that there is a pause in the momentum. Now, how do I define pause here? Just simple. Look at the range of the candles. Look at how the candles have been very big, and how the range expansion of the candles have been happening, and look at where the wick is happening at this candle, and look at where you have a very good red candle with a very small body range that is there. So this is one key effort to identify if what is happening into any sort of a stock or into any sort of a segment. Yes, I do agree. There has been some stop loss being taken out, and as you can see, if you connect these, you will look into a foghorn or a falling channel pattern, but evidently you should see some sort of a retracement back at least to this level, which is 14,803. So pharma, any pharma that has been into the bullish mode can see some retracements into the upcoming days or weeks. Nifty metal, I could very well compare this with the IT sector. So Nifty and IT is on the complete sideways. As you can see, we are seeing only sideways movement into the stocks. There is no such of short term or long term opportunities that can be seen here. But as you can see, these are very good stocks for only swing trading and consolidation stocks, not just Nifty metal that I'm saying for the moment's sake. I would say that any stock that is consolidating is only good for swings, because a quick in and out or a 2-day to 3-day holding as per the technical thing is only good for only the swing trading method, and the mindset should be also the same while looking at the stock section. So that's Nifty metal. And financial service is where, let me delete this, and as you can see, financial service, we are landing up on a good support here. So I don't think that financial service is going to go for a unnecessary downtrend, because we are evidently still sitting strong on a good uptrend, and we are right at the previous swing high point, which is about 19,382. So any financial service sector stocks, now that Reliance Jio Financial is also coming into the market, there might be a lot of steam that might be step into the market on a new level. But financial, I don't see much of any slips that is been going in, unless we are going to see some sort of 19,189 being taken out. We can see a good profit booking into coming in until 18,036, and I think this is the Fin Nifty's world. So our previous swing high is broken, and yes, this is a good retest. Unless or until this retest doesn't hold, we cannot see any sort of bearish expectation into the financial services. But take trend into consideration and look at only into the trend, and trend is the only key that is going to give you the proper direction. So yes, evidently the price range has reduced. If you could look, the fall that has come from here to here is 23%, and from seeing this swing high to here, it's just 11%, and from this point to here, it's only 4%. So something is happening here as per the price. Watch out for financial sector, and this is the analysis on there. And public sector, as you know, we are seeing pause for the last 2 to 3 months. If you were trading or holding or investing into public sector, you would be very highly frustrated for the past 3 weeks, or at least for the past 15 days of trading days, because there is no such movements. Stock will go up, it will come again back, sit in the range. It will go up, come again back, and settle in the range. Majorly of the PSE stocks, that it's what would happen, because the whole sector is going into the sideways, and that is what it will obviously believe. But looking at the perspective here, there is a good, decent, proper price action after we had this triangle breakout. And if you were wondering about how to look out for triangle stocks, yes, we do have that solution to triangle breakouts on a 75-minute, hourly, weekly, and even on a daily. We do have free charting scanners here, and if you are a new subscriber, please do go ahead under the free scanner sections under stocksandprofits.com. You can very well find it. So PSE is where we are seeing pause in the momentum, just like how we saw in the auto sector into the pause. And Nifty energy, yes, this is something that I would say it is suffocating. No, why do I use the word suffocating here is that something you need to note here. So if you can see, the highs are getting lower and lower and lower, and the lows are getting lower too. So I'm not seeing a comfortable price action that is happening into the energy sector for now. So if the energy sector has to be bullish, go check out the energy sector stocks which are above 27,000. Only and only above this 27,000 you are going to see some momentum being kicking into the stock. But again, it could come way back to 29k and again hit a pause on this side. So not only the previous segment where we saw the PSE, energy is also sitting into the last 3 weeks of the sideways momentum. So that's energy for you. And media, Zeal came into a lot of news. Sony was into the merger, and lot happened into the media. And yes, media, we have a comfortable closing here, but the previous high range was not broken. That is what a bit concerning to me from the media sector onto the just weekly. As you can see, if there is a strong breakout that is coming in from this space, even the trading range of this week was not that much of a sufficient buying coming in compared to the previous week. And we do have imbalances at this level of 21,000 to 2,000, and yes, this needs to be taken out. As you can see, if you would connect all these highs, you would see a breakout, but watch out for this decent recent resistance that is waiting for the media sector at 2400. So that's media sector analysis. Stepping on to the next one is realty. Realty is facing at the same resistance after a very long time, and all the realty stocks are under this sector is going to face the same. Since April, like how Nifty shooted, this is something very similar to FMCG. From the March month, took a bounce at our 200 EMA. Even our algos got our signal on the buy on the Nifty realty here, and as you can see, it had rallied from this high to the current of 23% on this space. And yes, as you can see, too many buying has come in, and it should eventually stop, and it should eventually pause at this state of a 480 at the Nifty realty. So this is the case of Nifty realty. There is a pause, and we are going to see profit booking very soon coming in, as we are sitting in the previous resistance levels. And PSU banks, the only sector where we are seeing a contrary view from the other sectors. So as you can see, yes, we are sitting on an uptrend. There was heavy consolidation during 1 full year, or I would say 1.5 years. There are still consolidations that is going in, but PSU banks is trying to do something. So as you can see, this is the previous swing high, and if I just connect it, the price ranging has reduced. If you could see, when I say ranging from the resistance to support, I call this ranging. And this resistance to support number, the range, has comfortably come to a very good smaller number from a very larger number. So that is what is happening here on the price level under PSU banks. So if you are seeing any short movement into PSU banks, that is because of the whole sector that is going into the mode. So PSU banks are the only thing that is having the contrary view of the whole other total sectors. Realty and infra, they both are acting the same. We are going to see retracements going into the stocks. And yes, mid cap, we are seeing very reduction into the momentum. The momentum has reduced under the mid cap 100, and small cap has started to take some pause, because as we have reached the previous resistance into the small cap, and as you can see, good wide range candles has been reduced, and we are seeing small range bodies and small range highs and lows exactly at the resistance. So this is a bull pause momentum that is happening. You can consider it as it is because just because of the new moon day that has stepped in, or you could consider well that this is because that of any other random things that is happening, or due to macro events. Whatever it is that you are considering, please do check the price action, and please do check technically what is happening there in the market. And yes, these are the main things that is happening, and we are up to the mark here. We just wanted to do a different analysis today. We just don't want to discuss about anything. So these are the analysis here. And one thing we wanted to say very clearly, we are not SEBI registered, and whatever we shared is only for disclaimer and educational purposes only. We do not suggest you buy, call, sell, holds, and any of the channels or in under any of the things here. So whatever we are doing, please do consult your financial advisor before taking, and the aspects that we are sharing here is only purely based under educational technical analysis. We are not showing any direction. Nifty 50, Dinesh, yes, as you can see, the starting of this video, we did cover Nifty 50, and you can very well see Nifty 50 over there. You can just rewind and see, we did cover Nifty 50. And yes, that is it for today. Thank you for watching Stocks and Profit. See you all. Take care. Bye.